Hello everyone, welcome back to CS Guru Telugu. In today's video, we are going to learn one of the most important concepts in computer networks, that is TCP Three-Way and Four-Way Handshake. This topic is very important for university examinations, placements, gate and competitive examinations, and even it is one of the fundamental concept in networking. By the end of this video, you will understand how a TCP connection is established and how it is terminated. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Before we begin, let's see what we will learn in this session. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand why TCP requires a handshake before sending data. You will learn each step involved in three-way handshake, how a connection is established, and later we will discuss the four-way handshake which is used to terminate the connection. You will also understand the meaning of the TCP control flags, SYN, ACK, and FIN, and finally we will relate everything to a simple real-life example so that you never forget this concept. Let's first understand what TCP actually is. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. It is a connection oriented protocol that works at transport layer of the OSA model. Unlike UDP, TCP establishes a connection before transmitting the data. Its main objective is to ensure reliable communication. TCP guarantees that data reaches the destination successfully, data is delivered in the correct order, lost packets are retransmitted, and duplicate packets are removed. Because of these features, TCP is used by applications like web browsing using HTTP and HTTPS, email services, FTP, and SSH or secure shell. Now the question is, if TCP is reliable, how does it establish this reliability? The answer is handshaking process. Imagine you want to send an important file to your friend. Would you send it immediately without checking whether your friend is online? Of course not. First, you confirm whether your friend is available and ready to receive it. TCP follows exactly the same idea. Before transmitting any data, both the sender and receiver must confirm four things. First, both devices should be available for communication. Second, both should be ready to exchange data. Third, they should synchronize their initial sequence numbers, which are used to track the data packets. Finally, a reliable connection must be established. In this confirmation, if this confirmation does not happen, packets may be lost or duplicated or received in the wrong order. Let's take a real example. Think about making a phone call. First, you call your friend, you say hello. Then your friend replies hello. Then you ask, shall we start talking? Your friend says yes. Only after both people confirm that they can hear each other does the actual conversation begin. Similarly, TCP first establishes a connection and only then it will start transmitting the data. Now, let's understand the three-way handshake. This process consists of three simple steps. Step number one, the client sends SYN packet to the server. SYN stands for synchronize. This packet simply means I want to establish a connection. Along with this request, client also sends its initial sequence number ISN. Step 2. After receiving the SYN packet, the server replies with SYN plus ACK. ACK means acknowledgement. The server basically saying, I received your request and I am also ready to communicate. At the same time, the server also sends its own initial sequence number. Now step number 3. Now the client sends final ACK packet. This message means I received your response successfully. Once the ACK reaches server, now both the devices know the communication can begin. At this point, the TCP connection has successfully established. Now actual data transfer starts. Let's understand three TCP flags involved in this process. The first flag is SYN. Think of SYN as knocking on someone's door. It means I want to communicate. The second flag is ACK. ACK simply confirms that message has been received successfully. Finally, FIN is used when communication is complete. It means I have finished sending data and want to close the connection. So remember, this is easy shortcut. SYN starts, acknowledgement confirms, FIN finishes. This simple trick will help you remember these flags during the exams. Many students ask an interesting question. Why can't TCP use only two messages? Let's think about it. Suppose the client sends a SYN packet. The server replies with SYN plus ACK. Now the server is waiting. But how does the server know that client actually received its response? It doesn't, right? That's why the third ACK message is required. The final acknowledgement tells the server that client successfully received the response and both devices are synchronized. Without this third step, incomplete or half-open connection may occur. Therefore, three-way handshake is ensuring both devices are ready, both sequence numbers are synchronized, both sides confirm successful connection establishment. Only then does reliable communication begin. After all the data has been transferred, connection must be closed properly. This is done using four-way handshaking. Let's understand each step in four-way handshaking. Step number one. The client sends FIN packet. This means I have finished sending data. Now the server responds with ACK, which means it is acknowledging the client's FIN request. However, the server may still have some remaining data to send, so the connection is not closed. Step 3. Once the server finishes sending its own data, it sends another FIN packet. It means I have also completed my transmission. Finally, client sends last ACK. Now both sides have confirmed the termination. The TCK connection is completely closed and any allocated resources like sockets and buffers are releasable are released. Let's quickly compare both handshakes. The three-way handshake is used before transmission. Its purpose is to establish a reliable connection. It uses the sync and ACK flags and requires three steps. On the other hand, four-way handshake is performed after communication is complete. Its purpose is to terminate the connection safely. It mainly uses FIN and ACK packets and consists of four steps. So simply remember, three-way handshake equals connection establishment, four-way handshake equals connection termination. Let's summarize today's session. TCP is reliable, connection-oriented protocol. Before sending data, TCP performs three-way handshake to establish a secure, reliable connection. After communication is complete, TCP uses four-way handshake to terminate connection safely. Remember the three important facts: SYN, ACK, and FIN. I hope now you have a clear understanding of how TCP establishes, terminates connections. In this video, if this video is helping you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CS Guru Telugu. If I have any queries, leave them in comments so I will be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Happy learning.